Dictionary types. The general term for dictionary types is mapping types. In dictionary type objects, we map keys to arbitrary objects which are called values. Keys should be hashable objects only. Since only the immutable objects are hashable, so keys can only be immutable type objects. Keys are guaranteed to be unique but not the values. The values can be repeated. This is one of the most useful data types in Python because access of the values for a given key is a constant time operation. Dictionaries are themselves mutable types. We will also discuss the mutator methods in this video. Dictionary type objects can be created by making use of dictionary literals, which is a pair of curly braces, or by using the class constructor, which is DICT. Over here in this example, as we can see, we have created two empty dictionaries. When we try to print the type of both the dictionaries, it is saying class DICT. Let's see another example where we are creating an initialized dictionary object by making use of the dictionary literals. Over here, comma separated list of key value pairs. The key and the values are separated using a colon. So comma separated key value pairs have been given inside the literals. When we print this dictionary, we get exactly same comma separated key value pairs. We can also use the dictionary class constructor to create initialized dictionary objects. It can be called with a list of comma separated keyword arguments. The keywords will become the keys of the dictionary and the arguments will become the corresponding values. Over here in this example, the class constructor is given such an argument. When we print this dictionary, we get name, age, weight and roll number as the keys and the corresponding values in their values part. So this is how we can create general initialized dictionaries. The dictionary class constructor can also be called with an iterable of tuples of list having exactly two elements. Over here in this example, we can see that we have called an iterable having tuples. Inside these tuples, we are having key value pairs. When we try to print this, we will get this kind of a dictionary. Let's talk about operations supported by dictionary. First of all is the membership operation. We can always check whether a particular key is there in the dictionary or not. So over here we have this dictionary where name, age and weight are the keys. When we try to print whether name is in my dictionary, it will say true because name is a key in the dictionary. Then we are finding Quick Fox in my dictionary. Since Quick Fox is not a key but a value pair, so it will say false. Size of the dictionary objects. We can always use the length function to find out the size. The size of a dictionary means the number of keys it is holding. Then we have another operation supported by dictionary, that is the indexing operation. Over here, a particular key can be accessed and modified also by using the indexing operators applied over the key. Let's see an example to understand this. For example, you have a dictionary having 10, 20 and 30 as the keys. When we print this dictionary, we will get it like this: 10 : fox, 20 : rabbit and 30 : turtle. Then we try to print my dictionary 30. That means for this key value 30, what is the value? The value over here is turtle, so turtle will be printed. In the next line, we are changing the value for the key 30. Now my dictionary 30 is equal to deer. After that, we try to print the dictionary and we get 10 : fox, 20 : rabbit, but 30 : deer. So turtle has been changed to deer. This is how you can modify the values by making use of the indexing operator and the key. Then we are trying to print my dictionary 40. Since this 40 does not exist inside the dictionary as a key, it will raise a key error, and key error will say that key 40 does not exist. Let's also see another example, that is how we can create another key and add it to the dictionary. Suppose this dictionary is having two keys 10 and 20. We print the dictionary and then we write my dictionary 30 is equal to turtle, and then again print the dictionary. So for the first time there were only 2 key value pairs, but for the second time there were 3 key value pairs where 30 : turtle has now been added. Let's see some class methods. The first is getKey function. This returns the value mapped to the key. If the key does not exist, it will return none. Dictionary.popKey. It returns the value mapped to the key and deletes this mapping from the dictionary. It will throw a key error if the key does not exist. Dictionary.items, dictionary.keys, and dictionary.values function. The first method returns a view object of the keys and values of the dictionary as a tuple. The last two methods, that is dict.keys and dict.values, they will return a view object of the keys and the values in the dictionary. View objects provide a dynamic view on the entries of the dictionary, which means that when the dictionary changes, the view reflects these changes. In most of the applications, you may need to convert the view objects into something more useful like list or tuples. In such situations, the respective type constructors can be made use of. Let's see this example and understand more clearly. Over here, we have a dictionary having name, age, and height as the keys. We are trying to print mydictionary.keys for the first time. So over here, a view object can be printed on the console. This view object will now be converted into a list. So my list is equal to the list class constructor mydict.values. That means all the values, that means QuickFox, 12 and 2.3. The view object of these three values will now be converted into a list. Then we try to print the type of my list, so it will say class mylist. Then we print my list. This will be a list having all the values, that is 12, 2.3 and QuickFox. Then we have my tuple is equal to the tuple class constructor mydictionary.items. This means all the keys and the values together will be converted into a tuple. So when we print the type of my tuple, it will be class tuple, and we print this my tuple, it will be a tuple having key value pairs inside tuples.